Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where we make your money make sense. Today we're going to take a look at a video. It's going to be a bit difficult to watch because it does deal with finances and scams. And you and I need to be aware of these things, hence the reason why we're taking a look at it. But can you imagine working tirelessly for years? I mean, saving your money, working hard to ensure that not only you have a future, but your family has a future, but only to watch it vanish in a matter of days. We're going to react to a shocking video of a family who lost over $100,000 as a scammer posing as a financial advisor. This victim thought that she was being cautious, she was doing everything right, and in many ways she checked the credentials of the financial advisor, and she even verified it through credible sources. But regardless of her efforts, she fell prey to a highly sophisticated scam where the con artist stole the identity of a legitimate financial advisor. This story serves as a notice to those of us that are diligent in doing our research to ensure that our monies are protected. But let's face it, guys, no matter how thorough we are, we can be caught off guard. And that's what happened here. Let's dive into this and see what we can learn from this experience. Let's get into it.
Family's life savings wiped out by a fake investment advisor.
More than $100,000 just gone. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. And Justin, the crook stole the identity of a legitimate financial advisor.
Wendy, that's what makes this so scary. The Metro Atlanta investor thought she did her research, but she had no idea the person she was talking to was not actually the financial advisor she had researched.
I pride myself on my common sense. My family would be the first to tell people she's the one, she's the go-to.
Yvonne asked us to hide her identity because many family members, work colleagues, and friends still don't know about the financial nightmare she's experienced over the past 2 years.
There's guilt, there's shame.
And started with wanting to invest for her family's future.
I was, ignorant to investing. Didn't want to really do it myself.
It was on YouTube that she learned about a financial advisor being raved about on social media. That's when Yvonne went to work, doing her research. She found the broker on FINRA, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority directory, saw that she was properly registered and licensed and worked for a big familiar name, Fidelity. She even called FINRA to double check.
You thought you'd done your research.
I thought I had did my research.
This part right here highlights how deceiving online interactions can be. Imagine doing everything right. I mean, double checking the credentials, calling all the regulatory bodies, and even making sure that the advisor was from a very credible company. Yet the scammers found a way all around it. This, quite frankly, really makes me upset. It's terrifying just to think that a scammer can actually steal the identity of a credible financial advisor and can be so convincing. This is the story of a person that took every step they could to protect their future. This is a huge reminder to us to make sure that we are double checking, triple checking, and fully aware of who we are interacting with, especially from a financial standpoint when online. Let's get back to it.
Only then did Yvonne decide to invest, and she intentionally started small, $5,000.
Because I'm a cautious person by nature, I didn't want to just go full throttle.
Every few weeks, she'd get messages showing how the investment in crypto was growing until Yvonne decided it was time to cash out. That's when she was told in this email she'd have to pay taxes on her investment gains under penalty of law. Then another email for more taxes and another stating that she'd need to pay thousands more for an international business permit certificate.
They advised me to go on to crypto.com.
She sent multiple payments, drained her savings accounts.
You gave them $120,000.
Correct.
All gone.
All gone.
Suddenly, the investment advisor stopped responding, disappeared.
The broker is legitimate, but someone has stolen the identity of the broker.
The woman Yvonne thought she'd been communicating with all this time, a real, legitimate financial advisor at Fidelity. But the crook had falsely assumed her identity.
Now this part right here where she's being asked to pay multiple types of taxes and fees should have been a red flag. Scammers use pressure tactics such as this, claiming you will face some type of consequences if you don't do what they tell you to do or if you don't comply. These demands are designed so that you will act fast without giving you time to think about it or think about what you're doing. If you ever find yourself in a position where you're being asked to make multiple payments, that is a sign. Not to mention if you are being asked to send money to someone that you are unfamiliar with or you haven't met, that's another sign. It's always good to stop and call someone that you trust to ensure that you are making the very best decision as it pertains to your money and your future. Let's get back.
You didn't do anything wrong. This is something that could happen to anyone. Even took proper precautions.
Our Channel 2 Action News consumer advisor Clark Howard says this kind of fraud is growing fast. In fact, Federal Trade Commission data shows that in 2023, consumers reported losing more than $4.6 billion to investment scams, more than any other category of fraud, a 21% increase over 2022.
This is just not something you move past.
There were warning signs Yvonne did not catch because she didn't know. That's why Clark says he recommends new investors always go to a brokerage where they can meet in person physically with the advisor.
The problem today is so often we are so accustomed to doing business with people we never lay eyes on. And that's what lays us open to crooks.
It was a lifetime of work to me. It's my future.
And Yvonne did report this fraud everywhere she could. The FBI, the SEC, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and the FTC guys.
I hate to ask this question because I think I know the answer. Was she able to get any of that money back?
So she did get some money back, $5,000. That was her initial investment. That's because she used an ACH transfer for that initial investment. The rest of the $120,000, though, she sent through wire transfers to a crypto account, and that money, the banks tell us, is just unrecoverable.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Ugh.
She was just trying to do the right thing, and she got caught up into this, so it's a lesson that she shared for other people, so that's good.
Guys, you've seen the video. This right here story is very sad, and it really upsets me. Not to mention, it shows how sophisticated the scams are these days, especially when it comes to financial scams and online scams. The worst part is that this could happen to anyone. It could happen to you, it could happen to me, and anyone we know. To protect yourself, here are a few tips. First, always meet and greet your financial advisor in person. If it is not a person that you can meet and greet, there's some reason to believe that this person does not exist or they don't exist in the way you think they should. Always be wary of any type of interaction with a financial advisor or a person that is representing a financial institution. If they're telling you that there are fees and taxes associated with the transaction, these are often red flags for scams. And third, you want to always use a trusted financial platform when doing financial business. The reason why you want to use these institutions is because they have strong fraud protections already in place. Now, I would love to hear what other things that you can add to this list. By all means, guys, share it in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going. Let's help each other stay safe. Until next time.